there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wonder what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. Time gone by, I've traded black dirt into clay. I thought my memories would end. One street over's now 1,000 miles away. When I close my eyes, I'm back to where I've been. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Okay, hello. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm Utah LaVern, and this is one street over. Kaleb Stratton's in the house, and I just had some things I had to talk to him about before I opened the microphones. You know how it goes. Anyway, Kaleb Stratton's in the house for one street over, and we're talking shop because. Well, and I can say, and first off, it's like, what have you brought in here? I gave him a hard time because I looked at it and I was like, you brown paper bagging it in here, officer? What you doing there, buddy? But that's the first thing, because, you see people walking out of the convenience stores with their little brown paper bag, and I see this and I'm like, he says, I brought you something. I'm like, oh, Rosselman, did he send this to me?
Did, yeah. He gave it to me. Shannon, he's the general manager.
Okay, are y'all gonna come? This is a Yeti.
Oh yeah, no, they're really nice. Normally you got to buy a car. I had to buy a car to get. I had to buy a car to get one.
Well, we need to be talking because we need to bring y'all back on.
That's what I told him. I said y'all used to do it. I think it was before he got there, maybe.
Okay.
But anyway, I told him.
Gentleman's name?
Shannon Broom. He's the general manager.
Shannon, I'm gonna call you.
But I told him, I was like, she always gives me a hard time for bringing my cup in. Not a hard time, but he's like, well, does she want one? I'm like, I'm sure she'd love it. So he gave me
super nice.
He gave me one the other day when I was
nice,
there.
And it's red. I like it. It's very nice. I'll just sit there right there. We'll just kind of tease it, be like, hey, Rosselman, I think y'all need to come back on. Well, we did advertising for a while, and one of the things with car lots is we have to have somebody that's committed to giving us deal.
Right.
We need to hear from you just about daily.
Yeah.
Say, hey, what's on the lot? Because things turn over so much.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a little bit of hard time kind of getting the logistics going. So I've been knocking on your door.
There you go.
Matter of fact, because I've got room for one more sponsor. And so we would love to bring on another sponsor and get Rosselman back on here. That'd be fun. Well, thank you so much. I love the Rosselmans. They're a lot of fun. And I love that truck they loan you. Oh my goodness. That truck that they loan you for the parade. That comes
yeah.
That is the nicest thing. Woo,
yeah. It sits right there in the showroom and still got our stuff on it,
Yeah.
They leave it decorated like I did it. So they let me do whatever I wanted.
I love it. Anyway, so another thing that Kaleb and I have been talking about, it's so funny because if you've heard me talk about this field trip that we're doing, this all got started because my husband was jealous that I brought my kiddos out to the house for a field trip. We did an AV field trip, about using cameras outside and just stuff like that right at the end of the school year. It was basically just a chance to get outside and just say, hey, it's a thing when you do video outside and those kinds of things. So we had a little class out there and had hot dogs and all that. And he's like, I'm going to bring my kids. I'm going to bring them. And then he got the idea he goes, we could have a crime scene out in the woods. And I was like, oh, and we can be the obnoxious media. And then we get the theater kids involved, and they're going to be the actors in it. And I mean, we're going to have an absolute blast with this. And it's coming up toward the end of October. But to have a crime scene, we've got to get some things buried in our woods for the kids to find. And so I had reached out to Kaleb and I said, you think you can find me some roadkill or something we can bury so we've got some bones for them to find? Well, it's just so hot and nasty to deal with that right now.
It was going to be really nasty.
Just really hot and nasty. And so then my husband mentioned, he goes, well, at Vol State, they use just plastic skeletons. I'm like, well, then why in the world are you wanting to bury some, real carcass out here? He's like, I'm wanting to be more authentic, And so now I called off. I was really anxious to talk to Kaleb. I was like, you got my message that I don't want you to bring me a bunch of deer carcasses, right? And he did. So that's good. But we do need some adult-sized skeletons to bury in the woods because we want the grass to be back over them, so the kids can find them. Because, we've got that perfect little section of woods that we let go, reforest, I guess is the technical
good place
term.
To hide stuff, yeah.
Wouldn't it be? And so, anyway, so we're going to really start using our place for field trips and things like that. And you took a biology field trip out there. Mm-hmm. See, I just love that. Yeah. I love that. And we're going to do more of that. So anyway, if you could help us out, we need some of your old Halloween skeletons, adult size. Like I said, they need to be, authentic looking, but we need to get them buried. He's already got holes dug.
Oh, really?
He's already got holes dug. But anyway, so there you go. That's what Kaleb and I were talking about off mic because you got promoted. How are you liking the new gig?
I stay real busy, but it's good. That's what I was going to say. One of Mark's students came up to me at church yesterday, and he said, why are you ignoring Mr. Vivio? I said, what are you talking about? He's like, he said he texted you, you never texted him back. I said, oh, I did. And I showed him the text, and I was like, I texted him right back. I guess he didn't see it. And so I showed it to
Oh, really? Yeah. See, there you go, Mr. Vivio.
I showed the kid. I was like, hey, I texted him back. He never texted me back. He's like, oh.
I'll tell you, you know what can happen sometimes? You can.
Look, I'm the blue message. I sent him a message. Granted, it was the next morning, I think, but.
Oh my gosh!
So I know he's probably listening. So tell him to check your phone, Mark.
No, he's driving the bus. No. He's driving the bus right now. But when he gets back in there, I'll call him. And I had somebody one time that I thought they weren't texting me and they didn't think I was texting them, and one of us had accidentally blocked the other.
Oh, really? It
can happen.
I've got an iPhone.
He may not have gotten that text because he didn't think he got anything from you, but that's fine.
That's what Sonny said, and I was like, I never heard back from him. I guess he got busy. But yeah, sometimes without, how these technology is, it's.
Mm-hmm. So, see, he was not ignoring you, Mark Vivio. And I told him, and he goes, I haven't heard from Kaleb. He's ignoring me. I said, he's not. I said, he just got a promotion. Leave him alone.
No, I responded,
Yeah, I said, leave him alone. He's not a new gig.
That's been 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah,
so.
But I just wanted to make sure you got the message. Do not bring me carcasses. Yeah. Do not bring me carcasses. But we do need your Halloween decorations. I may just have to go to Walmart and buy some.
I bet you can find them online pretty cheap, too.
No, man, they're expensive.
Are they?
They're expensive. But anyway, okay, guys, we're here to talk about, this is a big week, Kaleb. This will be the last week we talk with Mayor Vogel tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
It's his last, before he will hand over the office to Mayor Hoover coming up on in September. So the next time we have our county mayor in, it will be Mayor Hoover. And what is his first name?
Keith.
Why can I not get that in my head? Keith Hoover. But I can remember Hoover because we had a preacher that was named Hoover back home. That that's easy for me. But for some reason I can't get that first name down. But Gonna miss visiting with Mayor Vogel, and I have not shared it recently, but I will in honor of his last radio visit with me as county mayor. And I'm gonna come up with some other reason to talk to him because he's just so much fun. I said that to Gina Holt too, and I don't get her in here enough. I've only had her in maybe once or twice since she stopped being the city manager for or what is that what we call it?
City manager.
City manager.
Ryan Martin.
Ryan took over, and because I always love talking to Gina as well. But we're going to, try to come up with some reason to bring Billy back in and chit chat with him. But he'll be in hopefully tomorrow. I'll confirm with him later today. And man, I've been talking to him for years. But one of the first interviews, it was when we were still on the DBL side over there. It was the day Notre Dame burned. And we got to talking about that, and he thought we were talking about Notre Dame University. It is absolutely one of the funniest videos, and it is classic Billy Vogel. It is just so funny because it is just, I mean, we were rolling. It was so funny. And I shared it with him. I said, I'd love to share this, but I want your permission because I didn't want him to be embarrassed. He's like, I don't care, share it, LaVern. Yeah. It is just the cutest thing, and it is so funny, especially years later now. But yeah. So Mayor Vogel will be in, and we might have somebody from the city pop in here. I reached out to Chief Head over the weekend because they're registering people for the Citizens Police Academy, and Mark and I are going to do that this year if they'll have us. If they'll have us, you got to apply. So if they'll have us, we're going to do that this year. Mark wanted to do it last year, and I was like, we've got a wedding to get ready for. Of course, we got 2 babies coming now. And
they just meet like once a month, right?
No.
Or once a week?
It's like 6 weeks on Thursday night.
I knew it was
Saturdays,
Thursday night. Yeah.
And I've got 5 grandbabies and 2 more on the way. And I told my husband.
Yeah, but one of the Saturdays is right there at your house. It's right there at the shooting range.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient.
So you just can walk across the field and you're there.
Well, and they can even come out in our yard. Maybe we'll have a picnic.
Yeah.
But no, that'll be good. But no, that's the thing with the kids and stuff. I'm so busy, but I do want to do it. I want to learn about this. I think it'd be a good thing. And my husband's like, I've just got to do it, LaVern. Yeah. Anyway, I'm imitating him. Anyway, I'm always wound up on Mondays, because I'm rested. I got some rest over the weekend. Come Friday, I'm just like,
you're ready to go.
I'm a teacher tired. So what's coming up with your office right now?
Well, we're busy. We got the state fair going on, so that's always a big deal for us because we always have a big booth out there. I say big booth. We always have a booth out there. Yeah, luckily we're in the air conditioner
hot.
Though. So
I've had a few friends put pictures up of going to the fair, and they're like, "What were we thinking?"
Yes, no.
Into the fair in 100-degree weather. I'm so glad our fair.
I'm glad ours got moved to September. Yeah,
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. So anyway,
we're busy there. We got a lot of people there. We try to have 8 or 10 employees there from the agency every day, just throughout the day.
Sure.
But because it does stay very busy. But as far as that goes, just a lot of events, a lot of fairs. We do a lot of our job, even as game wardens, and we have a whole division that does it. But mainly our job too is information education. So we're always out at these events, doing what we can. So. I'm getting emails rolling in for, the safety days, the truck, the touch a truck days are coming in and all that. I got one from Tommy Jackson the other day about Cross Plains is coming up. And then we've got all the schools are doing their trunk or treats and stuff. So, and truck, it's all these requests roll in and we try to go to all the ones we can, between Jason and myself and whoever else. I have people come in from other counties too that can help out. So, stays busy with that. But the biggest thing we got coming up as far as hunting season is we got the velvet hunt. So deer season opens here in 2 weeks. So
are you kidding?
Yeah. Ugh. So it's the
it's just so hot. We got out and walked early this morning, and there was heat lightning over us. It's that hot. This is like
28th,
30, and it's still it's crazy.
28th, 29th, and 30th is the velvet hunt coming up. So.
Okay. Interesting.
So that's next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that opens, and then obviously September 1st is opening day of dove season. So
okay. Yeah, we've had just so much wildlife in our yards because nobody hunts it. I think our neighbors are hunters, and it's driving it back over into our yard.
And that does happen.
Yeah.
We get a lot of. This year was good for the wildlife, I think, because the lack of rain we had in the spring.
Yeah.
And I may have said this last time, but the lack of rain we had in the spring, so the farmers weren't cutting hay as early, so they weren't destroying as many turkey nests. And plus the flooding, so we normally have a lot of spring showers. And we didn't have that, so it didn't flood out as many turkey nests, because a lot of our turkey nests, they have the nest right there in ditches, drainage ditches, and grown up places, where it floods a lot when it rains, even a little bit of rain, and it washes these turkey nests away. So we've had quite a bit. Deer fawns are growing. They're still being born. It seems like somebody saw one the other day and sent me a picture, and it was a teeny tiny baby that was just born. So that's kind of late. But yeah, deer are still being born. Tons of wildlife. Never a shortage.
We have a mom and twins that hang out at our place. Well, for one thing, we have pear trees that we don't harvest, and they love them.
Yeah.
They love them. We got a coyote too. We have a coyote.
More than one, I'm sure.
Well, my husband, are coyotes always in season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you can shoot him anytime. He wanted to take it out, and I was like, "But it's a puppy dog." I wouldn't let him shoot it. I don't know if I could be a hunter. I guess I could get hungry enough that I would.
Yeah, yep, that's what
I mean, that's the thing, especially turkeys, because they're ugly. But if they're cute animals, I don't know about. That's how we are. Chickens and turkeys, no problem.
Yeah.
Fish, nah. But a deer, I don't like squirrels either, though. I don't like squirrels.
See,
Raccoons, though.
They're still furry.
They're kind of cute, but they're so annoying. Our cat food, half of it goes to raccoons
Everything
and
else.
possums. Yeah. And probably we've got a coyote that'll come into our barn and just help himself to our dog food too.
Yep.
He'll come trotting in like, "Oh, the buffet's open."
Yep.
What do? You got to keep the doors locked. That's just it. But so anytime we can take out a coyote.
Yep.
So, yeah. I mean, we keep talking about maybe getting some goats or something like that. If we're going to have that, we're going to have to deal with coyotes because they'll kill them. Well,
yeah.
Are they? Do coyotes take out little goats and stuff very often?
Not very often, no. I mean, anything is possible. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, can this happen? Of course it can happen, but it's not likely.
Okay.
It's not very likely.
Okay. So, velvet hunts, first thing coming up, dove season. You're going to see them out and about at all the events, the fairs, all the things. We will see, let's kind of make the note since we mentioned fair. Our fair starts on the 22nd of September. But that day is a free day at the fair, but the rides will not be running. We have got to just pound that home because Trent and them, they do not, Ronnie and Trent, they don't want people coming up to the fair Tuesday. What if the ride's running? Well, we're pounding it, loud that you can't ride the rides on Tuesday because they're not going to have the inspection done. But I think this is a great idea. It's going to be free. Parade's going to just slide right in there. Everybody can come in and just wander around and check out some of the exhibits and things. I'm hoping they're going to have music and, of course, I'm
sure they'll have something big there that day.
Yeah, the fried food stuff open because I know everybody will love that. But anyway, that's the story with the fair. It starts on the 22nd, but the rides and stuff will start up on the 23rd. So what else you got for us, my friend?
Well, that's actually, so that that same weekend, the 26th, that's when bow season opens, normal bow season for deer. So that'll be...
really? The 26th of September?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, so once deer season opens is September 26th, I mean... It opens this next weekend for the velvet hunt, but then that's just a special weekend. Mm-hmm. But come September 26th, deer season is then open September, October, November, December, January. It's nonstop.
It's on.
It's on. So
well, let's lay bets right now as to whether or not my family will harvest a deer at my place. Maybe not. I mean, they keep saying they're going to, but baseball is just all consuming, and that's what keeps them from getting out there.
Yeah.
But now, as far as fishing, we had some kiddos show up at our house to fish this weekend. And I tell them, I said, don't even try before 5.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's so hot right now.
Unless you're going to lay in the water and do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can lay in the water and enjoy it. I told you about us putting a little float, we've got like a lazy river float thing going up in front of the house. And because you can put in, it's kind of it goes down a little bit, so there's a little bit of a little rapid right there in front of the house, and so you can put in a little inner tube right there and take it down, and then and get out right before you get to the where the plant stuff starts, because we go up to against the wastewater plant. So where the land comes in that the city owns, you can take out right there and then walk back around and then do it again, and you can just, and it's fun. But that's what you do in the creek right now during the day, because it's too hot to fish. I've not seen anybody get a nibble in the heat. They just don't.
And that creek is so shallow too, right there. I mean, there's just no. Those fish got to get to deep water to stay cool. So
okay, so to the left of us though are a few deep spots, aren't there?
I'm not sure. I mean, there's going to be some deep spots. And I've never really been from your property to the left. I mean, I've been way downstream before, but I've only gone to the right towards Sulphur Fork. So.
But because our property goes and turns and goes down Sulphur Fork for a little way, and so
it is deep right there.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot to fish, and but nonetheless, some kiddos, they were out there until dark, and I think they got like one fish. It's just this is just not really the
you got to be in real deep water,
is it?
And even then, like those fish are conserving their energy too a lot, so trying to keep their temperature right, so they're not going to be as active. They kind of shut they can regulate their body to where they know that they know that they're not going to be eating a lot, so they're going to conserve a lot more, so they're not going to put a lot of effort in either.
So, and you've told me that in the winter is a good time to fish. Whenever the
yeah, I mean, people. I mean, we have fishing tournaments year round. People. I mean, you can fish year round, absolutely. Especially for the trout that we put in the creek, because the water has to be, way cooler. So 56 or 58 degrees. I can't remember.
Okay.
It's got to be at least that. It's got to be cold for the trout for them to survive. That's why the trout we put in, they normally won't survive unless they can find a cold water spring. Okay. Which some do.
Well, you've got that cold spring camp.
Right
there, which is just the neatest thing ever. I love that place. That is just absolutely idyllic. It's beautiful.
They help us out a lot as well.
Yeah, but they do have a cold stream right there. So you mentioned the trout. Let me do a break, and so when we come back, if you can get the trout date, so we can kind of get.
I don't know if they've released them, but I'll look it up.
Released them because that will be coming up before you know it. But let's go ahead and do a break. Talking with Kaleb Stratton. He is Wildlife Resources. Let me see. Okay, it's. Your promotion didn't change your title, right?
Yeah, I'm a statewide sergeant now instead of just a district sergeant.
Okay,
so.
He is a sergeant statewide. He just got promoted. Congratulations. He basically don't have to work weekends anymore, right?
Yeah, it's been nice so far.
For you and your family. I am thrilled for you and your family.
It's been really nice.
Absolutely. But let's talk about, let's start with Valor Mortgage. Let's start with my friend Chris Armtrout and the experienced loan officers over at Valor. They are working hard to find the right mortgage solution to fit your needs, whether it be investment property you're looking at. That's a big thing. Some people want to have rental property. It's residual income. You can basically have a rental property, and what you charge for rent can pay your mortgage. And then you've got a great investment property. That's a great idea. But if you have something that you're wanting to do like that, want to see if you can qualify for something like that, first thing you need to do is call them at 615-671-9178, 615-671-9178, or go to valor.mortgage. Valor.mortgage, you can get pre-approved today to see if that's a possibility, or to see if you maybe can get a better interest rate. Maybe your credit's gotten better since you first bought your home, and so you would qualify for a better interest rate. Or maybe you're buying your first home and you just, they want to make home ownership possible for everyone. They want to get you to the closing table. That is their goal whenever they sit down and talk to you, and they're not going to treat you like a number like all these other folks. These are your neighbors. They got an office in downtown. Odds are you're not going to catch them in there though, because they're out and about meeting with folks just like you. So call them, make that appointment. That number again, 615-671-9178, 615-671-9178, or go to valor.mortgage, valor.mortgage, whether it be a VA loan, FHA loan, conventional or jumbo financing. They've got the tools you need, as we say, to get you to the closing table. When it matters most, you deserve a lender you can trust. Buy with confidence. Buy with Valor. Valor Mortgage, NMLS, number 1210804, DBA of Encore Lending Group, NMLS 1249911, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Rates and terms subject to change without notice, not a commitment to lend. And let them know U-Turn sent you. Okay, so do you have dates yet on the trout? They release it?
They haven't released it yet, okay. But it'll be, the first time should be in December of this year. December 26th. So
I just wish y'all
that'll
would
be
do
the
it
first
on
time.
the weekends. Have y'all ever thought about doing a weekend release, because y'all do it
So
when the kids are in school?
well, normally when you release them, you don't catch them. So if we released them on the weekend, you're not going to catch them till Monday or Tuesday probably. So a lot of times we'll because they got to take time to get acclimated. I'm not saying you won't catch them. Sometimes you do catch them, but you can sit there and you can throw your hook in, throw the food in, and sit there and watch them just look at it, because they're just like, what in the world's going on? Because you got to think they've been used to being in a controlled environment, eating a certain type of food.
They've been farm raised.
Yeah, they're farm raised. So then you put them in the wild, and they're just kind of sitting there like, what in the world's going on?
Okay, so where do you put them in exactly? Again?
Just right there at the fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds.
Right there on the bridge. The truck parks on the bridge.
You're the expert. Where's the best place for me to take my grandson fishing?
Right there on the bridge.
Right there on the bridge.
That's it.
Okay.
Right there. Right there at the
how
spillway
big are
bridge. They just depend. They're normally about a pound, so they're around 7 inches or so.
So they good to eat?
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're good fillets and everything.
Okay.
But then you'll have some in there that are up to a pound. They're huge fish.
Really?
For trout, yeah. So they put a few bonus fish in there. But everybody always says, "Hey, you fish them out as soon as you put them in." I'm like, no, they don't. Trust me, they don't. There's, you may have 15 or 20 people that go down there and fish for them,
We're going to do it this year, because once they get through baseball, and he loves to fish. I just wish we could fish for them right there at my house, but they're not going to make it down to my house.
They could, but it's just going to be very rare that they do. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because they make it all over the place, because they'll stay there, and they normally stay pretty close to right there.
Is that Sulphur Fork right there?
Yeah.
Okay, Sulphur Fork runs into my property, so. Yeah, Sulphur Fork, Carrs Creek.
It runs by it. Yeah.
We live on Carrs Creek. Yeah. Carrs Creek ends at Sulphur Fork, and then our property goes down a little ways on Sulphur Fork, but not very far.
So I mean, it could, yeah. Because they'll swim down, or they'll get pushed down sometimes. But,
okay, interesting.
But it's just going to be. It's not probable.
Okay, so best place, if we want him to be able to catch some trout, we need to go down there, which is a beautiful spot.
Both bridges, a bridge right there, and then the next bridge towards Travis Price, there's another bridge where it crosses the creek. We put them in at both of those bridges right there.
Okay.
So. And
they're going to, do they swim upstream?
They can, but they normally stay, they're going to stay really close right there.
Really?
Yeah, they're not going to go too far.
Okay. What is the best bait? Give me some. I really want to do this with my grandson.
After a while, yeah, just using what they call the power baits, it's like a yellow looking thing that you can get at Walmart. But, I tell people all the time, they're used to eating, it looks like dog food. So if you can just get a little thing that looks like dog food, that's what they're used to eating. They've been eating it their whole life.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're used to. So that's what I tell people to use all the time. So,
well, and I grew up with 2 ponds full of catfish. And I mean, that's what we would do. That's probably the reason, and I've told you this before, that I'm so spoiled for fishing, is because we would go feed the fish, and we'd just watch them flipping and all this kind of stuff, and you could just take a net,
that's
them
what
out.
We did the same thing.
You could cast out over them and cast into them, and they just run into the hook. But and so I mean, I grew up with that stuff, and but I'm not a big catfish fan. But now trout and stuff like that, and I really want to try. And I know I'm. Can you hang for a few minutes, or do you need to get out of here?
No, I'm good. I got time.
Okay, because I'm kind of stalling to see if anybody from the city comes in to talk about the Citizens Police Academy, which they may or may not. If not, I'll give you the details myself, but we'll keep Kaleb in here as long as he will. But because I do have questions. Another one that I want to try are the ones that jump in your boat.
Oh, the Asian carp.
Where do I find those?
They're everywhere.
I've never heard anybody. Where would you say? Because you say they're delicious.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I like certain types of fish. I like cod, and I'm not a fan of, and I don't like it deep fried. We do have somebody in here from the city. Hang on, just 1 second. Let me finish up. He's gonna come on in. Hey.
That's my buddy anyway. Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
So I'm doing great. Can you hang with me until 8 o'clock? Are we going to talk Citizens Police Academy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, let me finish up with Kaleb. Give me just a minute and I'll call you in. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because, I mean, I reached out to Chief Ebb this weekend.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have any idea if we were going to have anybody or not. But so where would you tell me to go and fish for the Asian carp?
Below any dam, they're below all the dams. But when we do a survey in South Fork Creek, they do it about every 2 years. I'm sorry, the Red River rather. And they found them all the way up into South Fork Creek, right there at the Red River.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean they are everywhere. They're not hard to catch, but they are. They're not like normal fish. You're not going to catch them they're a lot harder to catch. Put it that way.
Okay. Well, they jump.
They do, yeah.
I've seen some jump in our creek.
Oh yeah.
But that's not them, is it? I mean,
it could be
other fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every
jumps.
fish jumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, these things are big. Some of these are the size of this table. I mean, they're big fish. Yeah.
Really, I'm super curious about it. But anyway, anything else you need to tell us before we go? We'll get Sergeant Spivey, right?
Yep.
That's Sergeant Spivey coming in here. Anything else we need to cover?
We'll talk about it more next month when it really starts. But just the biggest thing is the new bait license that we got. So there's a new deer bait license.
We talked about that last time and how that you can purchase to bait during hunting season.
Right. Yep.
Right.
And it's only deer. People think it's for all big game. It's not. It's not for turkeys or anything. It's only for deer, not bear, not elk, not turkey. Only for whitetail deer. And it's $50 for residents, $100 for non-residents. If you look it up it's all in our hunting guide. There's a whole page dedicated to it because this wasn't TWA that did this. This was the state legislature that passed the law that told us we were going to do it. Mm-hmm. The agency didn't fight it this year, but it was opposed, but they didn't fight it. We fought it every year, and it was a losing battle, and they knew they were going to lose eventually. Just politics. So anyway, but the state legislature said we will do it, and then the state legislature said, but you will. They told us that we had to regulate it and we had to make the rules. So they made some pretty stringent rules on it. But it's all in the hunting guide. We'll go over it more next month before deer season starts. So
yeah, and we did go over it. If you go catch the last time you were in, I can tag that. We went over it pretty extensively because my husband was asking about it. So we'll cover that. But since we got somebody from City and we got Sergeant Spivey coming in, we're going to talk Citizens Police Academy. Yep. And tell me the new manager's name again.
Well, he's not new. He's been there a long time, but Shannon Broom.
Shannon Broom.
Yep.
Mr. Broom, I'm going to call you.
Go call him. He's there. He's off. He's there today. He's off on Tuesday.
Well, you can warn him.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Oh, he knows.
All right. Thanks so much. Thank you, Kaleb. And thank you guys for staying with us. We've got Sergeant Spivey coming in from the city, and he's going to talk to us about Citizens Police Academy, but he's making his way in. I'm going to talk to you about Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. And I just pulled something up from Barry, and he says that if you're thinking about buying a home, the Tennessee Housing Development Agency now includes teachers in their Home Ownership for Heroes program, which means that's down payment assistance for teachers, active duty military, National Guard, veterans, EMTs, paramedics, firefighters, and of course our law enforcement officials. And so now they're including teachers in that. So you've got some help with your down payment stuff, and that can be a really big deal. I can remember when we bought our property, we didn't have enough of a down payment, and the seller, Mr. Kite, actually helped us with that, and he gave us, he I don't know, it's been a long time. This was 92, but Mr. Kite had given us a loan for the rest of the down payment we needed, and that's how we were able to buy our property. And, you need some help with that when you're young and you don't have really established credit yet, things like that. Well, now teachers, look into that. And again, that's from the Tennessee Housing Development Agency. And if you have questions, reach out to Barry and Rebecca Richards today at Exit Prime Realty and all the wonderful agents that you're going to find there. You can connect with Barry and Rebecca at sellwithbecky.com, or buy, B-U-Y, RobertsonCounty.com. They are Robertson Countyans, have been for 30 plus years, like myself, but they've got a diverse background. We talk about it all the time. He was a media marketing vice president in Nashville for 17 years. She worked in radiology for a while. She's one of the first, like I said, in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. They got a ton of experience and tons of opportunity for you, whether you're buying or selling, or maybe you want to be a realtor. They specialize in Robertson County properties, but also buying and selling the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. And if you want to know more, reach out to them today, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425 or 7424, or go to sellwithbecky.com, or buy, B-U-Y, RobertsonCounty.com, and let them know U-Turn sent you. Sergeant Spivey is in the house. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so excited. Get up on that microphone for me. I'm impressed, Chief Head. I messaged him this weekend. I said, hey, we saw, because he tried to get us to do Citizens Police Academy last year. Mark and I, we had a wedding. I couldn't do it because the wedding was in October. It was like right in the middle of it. Yeah. And it was in Huntsville, so I mean, it was just like, one of my sons, my youngest son. So I told him, I said, we'll do it next year. So as soon as my husband saw that the other day, he's like, LaVern, they're registering for Citizens Police Academy.
Yeah, you got to get in there.
So he told me, he says, we're doing it. So I messaged Chief over the weekend, and he made this happen. I'm so impressed. Thank you.
I got a phone call yesterday, and
well, thank you so much.
And said be here at this time, and so here I am.
So much. So explain to me Citizens Police Academy, because I haven't applied yet. So if y'all have us, Mark and I are going to do this. So what am I signing up for? What am I signing up for?
The Citizens Police Academy is kind of a brief overview, kind of an outline of what we do as police officers day in and day out. And it gives the citizens of Springfield, or somebody who works in the city of Springfield, an opportunity to see kind of behind the scenes what we do day to day.
I love it. Well, see, my husband is one of the criminal justice teachers over at Springfield, and I do this. So I think we're, probably pretty good candidates to come and see what's going on. I know.
It is.
Didn't Buzzy Poole do it last?
He did.
Because see, that was the thing Chief Head was telling me. He goes, Buzzy's doing it. You need to come do this.
Oh, yeah.
And I would have loved to have been in the class with him, but we just, like I said, couldn't make it happen. But we're going to do it this time. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So how many people how many do y'all have in to come in and do it?
Last year, I think it was our biggest class. We had about 20 to 25.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Space is limited, so you got to
get the app in.
Got to get the app in quick.
Okay.
I'm sure the class size this year will probably be the same.
Oh, wow.
Ish, but it's fun. Like, you get to see, behind kind of the locked doors. You get to see, we do a tour of the police academy, so you get to see what the.
Oh, wow. Where is that?
That's in Donaldson.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So will we just meet y'all at that location when we go to Donaldson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So about what time does it start?
Our classes start at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And they run till about 9 p.m. So it's about a 3-hour class.
Okay.
Once a week. It's on Thursdays.
I'm glad it's on Thursday, because if it were early in the week with the hours, because we get up at 3:30 every morning and do school, and by the end of the week, but we can handle that. And so will we start here locally, or will we start at the police academy?
Yes, ma'am.
As far as the first class?
All of our classes will start at the police department.
Okay.
So our first few classes, or all the classes except for the driving day, will be at the police academy, or at the police department.
Driving day?
Yes, ma'am.
We get to ride?
No, you get to drive.
What? I get to drive a police car? No way. This is fun. Y'all gonna let me drive a police car? I love that.
We'll let you shoot guns too.
Well, I can. I'm not a very good shot anymore. I used to be, and Kaleb was telling me. Kaleb Stratton was just in here. Said that the shooting y'all do right there next door to me, because that's our house that's next door to the wastewater plant.
Okay. Yeah.
So y'all can come down in our yard and shoot too if you want. Got a built-in berm right there, the hillside. But we'll have a picnic out there. Y'all can come out to our yard if you want and do it.
Yeah, so
we're gonna be doing
right
it
there.
Yeah. Oh, we're right there. Yeah, for sure. And as a matter of fact, they told us, because they're completely redoing the plant. I've heard that eventually, now this, because the plant's going to take 4 years to build, they're saying that property, like that flat land right between our property and the plant, that's going to be kind of in behind the new administrative building, may be some training facilities for you guys. They may come in and put some kind of a training thing. Have you heard that?
I haven't heard that.
Okay, but they're going to that's going to be really cool back in there. They're really revamping all that. I'm really excited to see what they do with it. I think it's going to be fascinating. It's going to be a really neat piece of the city.
It will be.
Yeah. And so, we hear you guys out there shooting and stuff, and we find it intriguing, because sometimes we're like, what are they shooting? Have I ever told you the story about when we first moved? Well, it was right after 9/11. Have I ever told you this story? Okay, because we were all freaked out, of course. And, everything was like, if you see something, say something. Middle of the night, we hear automatics weapons. We're talking, it was auto weapons going off over near, I guess, at the plant. But it kind of freaked us out. And so we were like, hey, you safe? Something's unusual. We need to let you know. And it was the SWAT team. practicing. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was pretty neat. So, because because I've never been over there to see where you shoot over there. Where is it positioned? Is it like in behind the?
It's directly behind the
vats,
the building there,
or behind okay.
If you've ever been to the building,
yeah,
or you can kind of look from the road directly behind the building, you'll see like a little hillside and a berm that's got some trees in it.
Okay,
right behind it.
Okay. Because I've never gone over there to see exactly where the berm is that y'all shoot into, but we hear it, so I know it's right there. But I've never been over there to look at that, I'm
not
sure. Over there plenty of times, but
I'm not sure if you can see it from your house, but
yeah,
if you get right up there where the wastewater treatment plant is,
right,
you can look straight, kind of beside the building, all the way back towards the river.
Okay,
and the berm is right up against the river.
Okay. Well, very good. Can you drive right up to the berm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that's the thing I've been trying to figure out because, again, we've been back there many times, but I've just never looked for it. But we'll get to check it out because we get to go shoot. So what kind of guns are we going to shoot?
You'll get to shoot any and everything that the police department uses.
Oh, this is going to be cool. My husband's like over the moon. He's like, I'm so excited.
So it could be.
He's ready. He's ready to go.
We issue out through 3 different pistols, depending on what your job title is.
Okay.
You'll get to shoot each one of those.
Fun.
The rifles that we shoot, the spear team weapons, the SWAT team weapons.
Whoa.
You'll get to shoot all those. So
yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Well, we've got one of our kids served in the Army infantry, and so he has, he will expose us to things others do not, and not necessarily his. But we've had some folks down before that have brought different kinds of guns and stuff, and he's really good with all types of weaponry, So I've seen some things because of him and some of his friends and different things like that. But I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I think this will be a lot of fun. I've got another friend of mine. I just thought he does security. Or he works with a security company. He'd be a fun one to do it. He travels so much, I don't know. Because we're talking, it's 6 weeks on Thursday night, right?
Yes, ma'am. And then there's, not to cut you off, but there is 2 weeks where there'll be a Saturday session. So you'll have, I think it's there's 3 weeks, and then there's 2 weeks, and then we do a range day, which is out
by us.
Out by you.
Okay.
And then we'll do 2 more weeks, and then we'll go to the academy on Saturday.
Oh, good.
That week for the driving track and get the tour of the police academy.
Good. Because I was concerned about us trying to get to Donaldson at 6:00 after work. That was my concern. When you said 6, I was like, man, that's going to be hauling it for us.
No, that one.
But so that's a Saturday. Well, that's perfect.
The Saturdays will start at the range days at 10, and then
that's perfect.
Academy days at 9.
Awesome.
And so it still run about 3 hours.
Okay.
Get everybody into that.
That's going to be great. That's perfect. I'm so excited. I'm excited we're doing this. This is good timing. This is going to be fun.
Believe it or not, some people like the driving more than the shooting.
Really? I think I'll get into both of them. I've shot a lot. I'm just not very good anymore. It's why I don't carry any longer. I used to carry, but I used to have a armed guard license for a while. And so, I mean, I used to be a decent shot, but I've got so much arthritis in my hands and stuff. I'm just not accurate enough anymore. But I haven't tried in a while. So this will give me a chance to pick up a gun again and see if I can't get it back. So I'm excited about this. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I didn't know I was going to get to drive a police car.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's a really good time.
So that's going to happen at the police academy, you said, at the track.
Yes,
so it's not like you're going to let me drive around town.
No, ma'am.
So that's what I thought you meant. I was like, really? I'm going to go on patrol and I'm going to be the driver.
As part of the police academy, though, we do a ride-along program.
That's cool.
You will get the opportunity to sit in a car with a patrolman and see what he does, how he interacts day to day for...
Is that something that happens on one of the Thursday nights, or is that something you sign up for outside of that?
That's something that you sign up
kind
of outside of it, but it's through the police academy.
Gotcha.
But, you on that, you get to pick the day, you get to pick the time. If you
This is exciting. So how do we sign up?
So just go on the city's website.
Okay.
And then you can search through find the Citizens Police Academy, and there should be an application attached. And then that will get sent in, and we review them and make a selection based on whether or not. And again, to be qualified for it, you have to live in the city, or have to work in the city, or attend school in the city.
Okay, because I don't know that I qualify. Well, no, I work.
You work.
I work right here. So, because I actually work in Greenbrier, because I work for Greenbrier High School. Now, Mark works for Springfield High School, but I do work and do the radio show.
But you're working right now in the city of Springfield.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Well, see, because our property is addressed Springfield, but we don't vote in the Springfield elections because we're actually in the county, But I do. I'm working in Springfield right now.
You are.
There you go. That gets it. But no, Mark actually works for Springfield High School. So, well, that's interesting to know those parameters then. So you have to either work or live in the city of Springfield, or take it, or that be where you get your education or something to that degree.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, that works. Well, that makes sense. I mean, that makes complete, there's no charge for it. It's not like you're, charged anything. And one thing that Chief Head said, he goes, well, we feed you good, LaVern. He said that the food is really good now.
It is. So So
do your diet.
Our last meeting, we will have a meal and kind of a graduation ceremony for those who attend.
That's fun.
And we do have snacks and drinks throughout.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was saying. He goes,
but we got good snacks.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, there's good food. You don't have to come. I'm not big at eating late at night because I have to watch my figure. But and I think that was honestly and truthfully, that was one of the reasons why I told my husband last year that we just couldn't do it. I said, we're dieting, getting ready for the wedding. We cannot be around a bunch of food late at night. I said, it'll kill our diet. And it was so funny. But this is really perfect because my next granddaughter's due really any day, over kind of Labor Day weekend. So she'll be here and everything will be good. And then we'll have a nice break. And then the other one's not due until December. So you guys have caught us just perfect this time. So I'm excited about this. It's something I've been wanting to do ever since. How long have y'all been doing this?
It's been going on for a while. I know whenever I look, I can't give you the specific number of classes, but we've been doing it for a while. And it's a good community outreach. And everybody that comes through is, and we try to get better and better every year. Mm-hmm. So let those people that come through, hey, what would you like to see more of? What would what can we tweak here and there to make it better? And we try to make those adjustments and try to make each class better. But I know we've done one for the last 5 years. That's how long I've been with the city. So.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great idea. And I hope you guys will join us because, like I said, as long as they'll have us, we're going to put our apps in. Probably today, I'll put my application in for my husband and I. And so be sure and look for it. And we're looking forward to it. And the first class is in, when did you tell me the class started? Because it's on into October, isn't it?
I believe it's October the 1st.
Yeah, it's October the 1st, and it goes it'll go on into November. Let me look here.
So October the 1st is the first day. It's a Thursday.
Okay.
And then the last class is November the 9th.
That would be, okay, so November the 9th. Well, that's a Monday.
Is that a Monday?
Yeah, that's a Monday. But, so October the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. You know when the last class is? On my husband and I's anniversary. Y'all gonna have to get us a cake. I'm kidding.
That is a Monday, and that's our graduation ceremony.
So you don't have one on the 5th? Or do you have one on the 5th?
We have one on the 5th, and then we have one on the 9th.
Oh, okay.
That is our graduation.
That's the graduation ceremony. So you've got 6 Thursdays, the 1st, October 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, 29th, and then November 5th. And then you'll have a couple of Saturdays. So it'll probably be the 17th of October will be the one where we go and shoot. And again, these are tentative. We're just kind of roughing through this. So you'll have a couple of classes and then we'll go, or it may be on that 10th.
You have the 1st, the 10th.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the 1st, the 8th.
10th.
And then Saturday the 10th.
Okay.
October 15th, October 22nd, Saturday the 24th.
Okay.
And October 29th, November the 5th, And then our final meeting will be November the 9th on that Monday.
Good. And we've got so many things going on. You just got to get those calendar dates in. So good deal. But truly, our anniversary is on November 5th. So I'm just going to say, I mean, y'all need to have a cake or something. I mean, I'm just messing with you.
We'll see what we can do.
But anyway, I forget how many years it'll be. I think it's 38 years. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. We're old. We're old. You sure you want us old? Because that brings a question. What is the age that you have to be to do this? I think 21, I would imagine.
You can do 18.
It's 18 and above. Yeah, if you can serve in the military, I would think you could do this. So an 18-year-old can serve in the military. So as long as you're an adult.
According to post standards, which is what we have to go by.
Okay.
You can be 18.
Okay.
And become a police officer. And then as long as you're able to walk through the doors.
Okay. As long as you're able to keep up.
We'll if you want to attend, I don't think there's an age cap.
Okay. Okay, very good. What is your job at the police station? What are you like a communications person?
No, ma'am. I'm the administrative sergeant. So I oversee the training division.
Okay.
And any other tasks that I'm given.
Because we want to get onto a rotation with you guys, having you guys come in like every other month. Because we have Kaleb comes in all the time. We've gotten to be, and y'all can come in once a month if you want. But that's one thing we've been trying to kind of get going. And I'm not really sure who do I need to reach out to for that, because we've got Jessica Drake will be in next month. She comes in, she has it on her calendar every other month. And so then we'd love to, get on a rotation with you guys to the month that the sheriff's office is not in, and then you guys come in, because we have Kaleb come, because there's always something going on with hunting and fishing, some kind of season coming up. So visiting with Kaleb once a month works out really well. And so it's kind of our law enforcement day. But would you be a good one to reach out to for that? Or should I reach out to Chief? Or
you can reach out to Chief or Captain Leonard.
Okay. Because since and these are questions that I'll be able to answer because I'm going to, do the Citizens Police Academy. I'll have an in. So, but anyway, it's just easier when you get to know people better. It's just a lot easier. It really does.
It opens up a better line of communication. And that's what
that's the goal.
That's one of the things, one of the goals of the Citizens Police Academy is, one, kind of let everybody, citizens know we're humans just like everybody else.
Okay.
And, you can put a face with a name, or, you can make that connection outside of, I was at the Freedom Fest the other day, and somebody walked up and was like, hey, I was in, you remember me? I was in and I was like, oh yeah, you was police academy attendee. And
so they were somebody that had been through the Citizens Police Academy.
And you'll see people out at restaurants, and it's, you get the wave.
I love it. And it's like, you just get to know everybody. And so we would love to get you to come out to get some of you guys to come in and talk to the criminal justice class over here at Springfield. Have you guys come in sometime? Who would do that? Who would be the ideal person to come into the classroom there? Because I know he loves having people come in and speak, and somebody from the
law enforcement is diverse in what you can do and in the different areas of it. So it could really depend on what class he's trying to teach, or what the objective is that he's trying to get them to learn. So it could be a detective, it could be a patrolman, it could be an administrative staff, it could be a training officer, it could be any one of a number of people. So
that would depend on who would come in. So we're getting ready. I was telling Kaleb, he teaches criminal justice and I teach audio and video. So we're putting together this field trip to our house that, right there by the plant. And we're going to set up a crime scene. And some of the theater kids are going to act the roles of they've discovered this, that we think we've discovered a body. And then they're going to come in and do the investigation. And we're going to be the obnoxious media, covering the story. So we're going to be doing this whole thing. And so I think it'd be fun to have, somebody come out and critique them, and see how they do. That might be kind of fun. Well, this is all stuff we can talk to you guys about at the Citizens Police Academy. So that'll be fun.
we could give you ideas. And
Yeah, for sure. Well, what we're doing originally, and I don't know if you heard me and Kaleb talking about this, originally my husband wanted to bury some deer carcasses.
Oh my.
I know. Stinky. And then I found out that at Vol State, when they stage this stuff, they just use the plastic skeletons, that you can get from Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that sounds like a much better idea, hun. So now we're going to bury the plastic skeleton, and we want to get them done so the ground can recover, so the kids actually have to find it, because it's going to be a serial killer. We're going to have, we'll just leave it at that. The kids are coming up with a whole scenario though, that it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'd love to get some of you guys out to that, but that's coming up at the end of October.
That would be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun. So we can tie all this together at the Citizens Police Academy. You need to come be a part of this, guys, and tell them again how they can register for the Police Academy. Where do they find it?
Just go to the Springfield website.
Okay.
For the city of Springfield.
The city of Springfield.
And then there should be you should be able to, I think it's under community.
Okay.
And then you can go to the Citizens Police Academy down at the bottom.
Ryan will be coming in. Let's see. I guess, this is Ryan Martin's week to come in. Has he ever done it? City manager?
I don't know if he has or not. I have to go back and look at the pictures.
I'll have to see. I kind of think he has.
I think he has, too.
I kind of think he has when he first took on city manager, but we'll probably talk about this because he's encouraged us to do it as well. Gina Holt, have you ever done it? We need to get Gina Holt in there. I'm going to call her. I'm going to get some of my friends to do it with us. I think it'd be a hoot. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So come and join us. Be a part of the Citizens Police Academy. I think it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. I was a little apprehensive because of the time commitment because we just are so busy, but I think it's going to be well worth it.
That's what I've heard from most of the people who come out and do it.
Yeah.
That it's well worth the time.
I love it. So we've got just another minute here. Anything else that we're missing that you think we need to cover, or is that about it?
I think that's about it.
Okay.
It is interesting for us because not only do you build the relationships with the officers, but the people that's in that class. It's interesting for us to see how the class kind of builds a relationship together. So you'll come in one day and you're sitting beside one person, and by the end of it, you're sitting in a totally different seat.
I love it. Well, see, that's a good point. It's like if I have some of my friends join, I might not get to meet other people. So, but I am calling Gina. I'm calling her. I wonder if she was city manager. So I think this came around after her though. It would be a lot of fun.
So there's been classes, and we have old pictures of old classes, and then we have the new classes. So maybe she has. I'm not sure.
I've got several I'm going to hit up, but my husband and I, we're applying. So get your application in for the Citizens Police Academy. It'll fill up quick. So I'd say this week, because y'all just started taking applications, right?
Yes,
Last
ma'am.
week. So it just went live.
Yes, ma'am.
So, well, very good. All right. Thank you, Sergeant Spivey. Appreciate you coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I'll let you get going. I know you got other things. And thank Chief Head for making it happen for us.
Right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And thank y'all for being a part of it. We had a fun law enforcement day today. And so I hope you'll be here tomorrow for our last radio visit with County Mayor Billy Vogel. He had said something about bringing County Mayor Hoover in here. He's not official yet, but we'll be in September. But I told him I'm a little selfish. I just want to keep Mayor Vogel to myself. But so he may bring Keith Hoover in with him. I don't know, but I will be reaching out to him. That's the plan for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we'll be meeting with, of course, Ryan Martin to get all that's gone on at the county mayor and alderman meeting in the Springfield City, which is tomorrow night. The county commissioner meeting is tonight. So we'll get that full report tomorrow from County Mayor Billy Vogel. Hope you'll be a part of it. I got to go to school, y'all. Y'all have a great day. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless you guys. Have a fabulous day.